This is Sam from Typewriter Minutes, and this is a lime green typewriter case.
So, lime green, and inside this lime green typewriter case is a lime green typewriter. We don't normally start the review with a case, but this one is lime green. You might recognize the machine. It looks an awful lot like a Royal Mercury. This one is called a Royal Mustang though, so it's exactly the same as a Royal Mercury that you've seen in tan. We've done a review of one of those, except this one is green. So it's made by Silver-Seiko, even though it's labeled as a Royal. It was made by Silver-Seiko in Japan in 1970 or so. And we're selling this one on eBay, or you can contact us directly. So we're just going to do a quick review and then a type test. It's got standard, it does have a dedicated one, an exclamation mark, QWERTY keyboard. Silver-Seikos, nearly all of them have a touch control, so you have heavy touch, light touch, and you can actually feel a difference on that. When we got this, some of the keys were yellow, so I brightened those up with hydrogen peroxide and sunlight, and they pretty much all turned back to the original color, except for the V key. The V key was a darker yellow when we got it, and it's almost as gray now as the others, but it has a little bit of a tinge to it. Over here we have ribbon color selector, so black, stencil, red. Over on the side here we have regular paper bail. It's got a paper scale along the top, matches the paper scale on the paper bail. And over here, if you zoom in a little bit, you get the paper release. If you put the paper in crooked, just flip that up. It's got push and slide margins, like just about every other Silver-Seiko, kind of a bulletproof design. Nice that it has a pop-up paper support, so as you're typing, paper doesn't flop over backwards. You just flip that guy up. Just remember to put it down when you put it in the case. Back here you can see paint's in excellent shape. Again, everything's lime green, or I guess you could call it mint green if you want. I think it kind of looks like lime green. Over here you have the line space selector, 1, 1.5, 2. The red dot is when you're ready to put it in the case. If you put it on the red dot, that's the carriage lock. So to get it off the carriage lock, just put it over here. And then if you move this line space selector all the way to the 0, that releases the clicks. So that's the fine line selection. You can type wherever you need to on a form. It has a spring-loaded return arm that just, when you put the case over it, it just pushes this guy down. I'll go ahead and show you how we do that. So center the carriage lock. The case, when you push these buttons, it pushes down these little hooks, and then this little groove here on the inside of the case just goes into this slot right here. So fairly easy to get on. Just over, pull it forward a little bit, jiggle it, push it down. Now it's locked in. You can see on the bottom the paint's in really good shape. I did put new feet on this. The original feet were gray and crumbling. And I'll show you under the ribbon cover also the original rubber bumpers on this cover here were cracked, so I replaced them with this nice soft rubber. Also put new rubber grommets in here on the left side and on the right side. I can't remember, those were either missing or cracked, so I replaced those with fresh rubber. And I'm about 98% certain that I also replaced the rubber bumpers under the space bar. Yeah, I know I did. Because you can feel it's a nice thumpa instead of a hard clacking noise, which you often get when those rubber bumpers are hard like these. So it does have a carriage shift, but it's a nice light carriage shift. It just kind of tilts back like a Skywriter. So very light basket or carriage shift. The dog's very excited about this video as well. I put in a black and red ribbon. If you prefer blue and green, we also have blue and green. And it does have ribbon reverse forks here and here. And so you have to install eyelets on the ribbon, which we've already done. So when this is almost empty, that little eyelet comes out, triggers the ribbon reverse fork, and then the ribbon starts going the other way. So you should never have to mess with that. That just moves the ribbon slowly back and forth. But if you ever need to manually do it, you just push those forks like that. So we'll go ahead and put the ribbon cover back on. These little posts, this one and this one, just sit down in that rubber grommet, like so. And I think we've covered just about all the features. We'll go ahead and do a type test now. Okay, before I do the type test, I forgot to show, it does have a single carriage release lever here on the right side. Let me get that off carriage lock. Single carriage release lever on the right side. You can hear the bell. So most ultra portables have one on the right side, not on the left side. Okay, for paper, I use 2 pieces of paper just to give a little bit of extra cushion for the type slugs. We'll go ahead and put the margins at 10 and 72 or so. And put our paper support up. Alright, our table's a little wobbly, but we'll do a couple lines on black. There's the bell, and there's the line lock. When you get to the end of the margin, or to the right margin, line lock kicks in, and it doesn't let you type over the last letter, so you gotta do margin release. I have a couple typos already. We'll do a couple lines on red. Okay, I'll pass the camera off here for a minute. Other than my typos, you can see the imprint, the print is nice and crisp. Did have this thing completely apart, give it a full chemical clean. And with the new rubber bumpers and new rubber grommets and new rubber feet, it's just about factory fresh. Really like the typing feel on the Silver-Seikos. They're very light and snappy. And these machines are very dependable, easy to get apart for cleaning and maintenance. So these and the brother machines made in Japan in the 60s and 70s are excellent little typers.
If you're interested in buying this typewriter, you can either reach out to us directly or we'll put a link to the eBay sale in the comments. Thanks for watching.